good brother on the line right now, man. Up and coming out here on the West Coast, man. Like, I don't know if y'all seen it, man. Brother is nice, man. He's just fucking nice, man. So y'all get ready, man. He has a battle coming up against Elo Stacks, April 15th, LA Battlegroundz LABEEF3. Y'all go ahead and show some love for the bro right here, man. We got Ratchett on the line. Yo, Ratchett, what's going on with you, fam?
What's the deal? What's the deal? Black market in the building, my nigga. What's up with it?
Oh, man, we just sitting here chilling, man. You know,
Y'all
definitely appreciate
man,
you coming on. And
appreciate y'all having me, brother. Appreciate y'all having me on, man.
oh, yeah, man. So, you know what I'm saying? For those who may not know, man, 'cause I know you're a little newer to the, at least to the West Coast battle rap scene. How did you originally get started with battle rap?
Obviously, B-Dot is the one that plugged me with LA Battlegroundz. I was talking to B-Dot on Twitter, and I asked him like if I wanted to get in and started battle rapping, who would I go to? And he gave me the email to LA Battlegroundz, and after that, it was just, so you know what I'm saying, it's all history now.
Okay, I heard that. I definitely, you know, seen that battle that you had, the CDF versus Neek, man. That was, man, that was fire right there, man. You know, I think if anybody's paying attention, that put everybody on notice. Like, okay, this dude right here is nice right here. We can't sleep on him.
Yeah, when I came out to battle him, I had just came off the battle with Dopey, and once I watched that footage, I was like, yeah, next time I get on, I gotta really like body some shit, because I wasn't satisfied. Even though I beat Dopey, I still wasn't satisfied, you know. So I'm like, fuck it. When I came back, I tried to really, really, really go in, and Nick just happened to be the one to bite the bullet that day, you know.
I heard that. Brother Greg.
Neek my nigga though. That's the bro. Shout out to Neek, man, because he came back snapping. So shout out to the homie.
Yeah, that's 100. Brother Greg.
Yes, sir. I'm here. I'm listening. I'm just in ticket right now, man. I'm listening. What's good with you, though?
He in spectator mode right now. Okay.
Hey,
Capo, man, go ahead and talk to the brother.
Hey, yo, what's up, man? This is Capo the Don, man. You can call me Capo, bro. I really like your flow, bro. I watched your battle today, and I was just like, who is this nigga right here, man? Your cadence and the way you set up your rounds is really dope. Thing I had a problem with is, you know, your little choke. So, but that was a good look, bro. Both of y'all did. That was a fire battle between both of you, though.
Yeah, the only good thing about that is by the time that choke had happened in the third round, it was like the battle was already damn near over already. At that point, I think everybody had already made up their mind. So, I mean, if I would have choked like that, like in the first round or something, I think they probably would have tried to get that battle to me. But I mean, now I'm trying to really like get back on my shit, and I'm trying not to like do none of that shit. Like if you watch me versus JP the Uso, like after that, like it was like one stumble in the first round, and that's because the crowd had me like amped. And after that, it was just like a clean like ass whooping. Like the next two rounds were just like super clean. And then with Primo, it was like the same thing, except the third round we had both prepared for somebody else. You know, we wasn't prepared for each other. So, you know, we both had like a fuck up in the third round because we had material for other people. But I mean, yeah, the chokes always fuck up the battles, man. I'm working on that immediately. I'm on it.
Yeah, because there's really nothing I really have any. That was the only real thing that I had that was really bad about it. But everything else, there's nothing you really need to change up. It just keep your rounds intact. Memorize the motherfuckers front and back, and I think you'll be good, man. You'll run through the West.
Yeah, that's the plan, man. That's the plan. I'm trying to run through everything. I mean, so far so good. Elo ain't gonna be no different. Like I don't know why that man think he can beat me. He already you stood right there and watched me fry Primo after I stood right there and watched you lose to Colombo Black. Like, nigga, come on, bro. You not fucking with me in no type of way, shape, form, or fashion at all.
All right, so
I heard
let me
that.
ask you this. So, who are you planning on trying to battle next after your battle that's coming up? Or who do you want to battle next?
I got Yak in my eyesight. Yak been talking a whole lot of shit in the group. So Yak the Ripper. So me and him, we gotta get at it. I need his fade basically. And today I was talking to Official. So we trying to set that up. Me and Official. I don't know how we gonna make that happen, but we talked on the phone and she said she with it. So we're gonna try to set that up too, Ratchett versus Official, and get that popping.
Hey, let me ask you something. How do you prepare for your battles?
It depends. With the CDFs, I didn't know who I was battling, so I would just randomly, write shit, shit like that. But once I decided after I know who I'm gonna battle and shit like that, I might go back and watch some of your shit just to get a feeling of who you are. And I mean, after that, it's basically I really don't change up too much. I just write. I write whatever I feel like. If I feel like it's hard to me, like if it was said to me, I would feel it. I jot that shit down. Sometimes shit just randomly pops in my head while I be chilling, smoking, doing whatever. And I make a scheme out of it, or I'll be watching TV and some shit pop on, and I'll be able to make a punch or a scheme out of that. Like, it just be random.
That's what's up, man. How do you feel about personals?
Personals, as long as you don't go too far, because I'm going to keep it real, bro. I mean, I'm a battle rapper at the end of the day. I understand there's certain shit that motherfuckers going to say that's going to piss you off. But if you go too far, I'm not going to lie. I'm decking you smooth on stage. I'm going to knock your shit smooth the fuck out. And I'm not even I'm not even out in the street looking for trouble and all. I'm not even like that type of nigga. I'll be cool. I'll be chilling. But, I mean, certain shit you just don't say, like speaking up on people's kids and all that. I feel like that shit takes it too far. Or when you speak up on somebody's dead relatives or some shit like that. Because in the streets, you're not going to get away with that shit. You feel me? And
I agree.
You're not gonna get away with that shit. So if you wouldn't do it to somebody in the streets, I don't feel like you should do it on stage. Period.
Yeah,
so
that's
maybe
a
you
fact, man. And there's
all right, so let me ask you this, for like, do you have a conversation with the battlers before you battle them to let them know, like, hey, man, certain things are off limits? You think what I'm saying? Because if I'm not mistaken, Goods have a clause in his contracts where you can't bring up certain things. So do you have these conversations with people before you get on stage with them?
I mean, pretty much most of the people that I battle, I mean, they know me and I know them, and it's like a certain respect level. So certain shit they know not to say to me, and certain shit I know not to say to them. So it's like, it's a level I'm not going to cross, and it's a level you shouldn't cross. At the end of the day, it's like most of the people I battle have respect for me, and I have respect for them. Even Elo, like me and Elo ain't, you feel me, we ain't beefing or no shit like that. Like, me and him talked after the battle. We was cool. Like, we was chilling. Like, he a cool nigga. I just got to kill him. Like, you feel me? But at the end of the day, I mean, like, y'all, as long as you show, like, you ain't going, niggas know who to try and who not to try. You feel me? No, niggas know, like, don't try that shit with me. They already know.
Yeah, I definitely, one thing, because, I'm born and raised out here in the West, man. I'm from Sacramento, so, growing up, I already knew, growing up where I was at, it was a predominantly blood neighborhood, so I already understood, how that in turn went into like hip hop and even battle rap, which is one of the reasons why the West wasn't really able to build, because everywhere else in the country it's understood for them that they could go ahead and get personal, mention somebody's hood, talk reckless to somebody, and it's just a battle. Out here, it's like, man, I don't give a fuck if it's a battle or not. You say something out of line, I'm on your line.
Right.
It's a whole different feel out here on the West Coast.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a bad thing, though, because I feel like at the end of the day, even though it's battle rap, there should still be a certain level of respect in it. Like, you shouldn't want to go on stage and disrespect nobody's kids or no shit like that, because when a nigga feel like what if a nigga after the battle just be like, fuck it, and they really like one of them crazy niggas, and they come smoke your shit after the battle because you said some shit about their kids or some shit about they dead relative or some shit like that, like... So everybody ain't taking that shit. And niggas is really crazy out here nowadays, my nigga. Like, niggas ain't playing that shit. Niggas will really come shoot you over the pettiest shit.
Yeah, that's a fact. Especially out here in the West, man. It's completely different out here than it is in the rest of the country. Way different.
I got a question for not just the brother on the line, but for everybody. So if I don't like the super duper personal bars where people be like, yeah, shout out to your dead grandmother, bitch. I don't really like that. But if somebody was to say a personal that crossed a line, but the bar was still dope, do he get points for that, or is it still like, no, I don't give a fuck about that shit, my nigga. Fuck that.
Nah, I don't give a fuck. I'm still. It ain't what you said, my nigga. Like it ain't. And no, let me take that back. It ain't how you said the shit. Basically, I'm gonna get what the fuck you just said. Like I'm gonna read through all the bullshit and see what the fuck you just said, and I'm still gonna be mad.
Right. I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Nah, for me personally, man, personals, this is my thing on personals, and I say this to every person. I don't care where you're from. If you're going to put personals in your rounds, cool. But you need to understand who that person is and who that person's affiliated with, because a lot of times it's not the battle rapper you have to worry about. Like Cortez, when he battled B-Dot at the end of his third round, he made a comment about a hood, where B-Dot's at, and that shit could have went left. Now, B-Dot's level-headed, so he's not going to let that go. But one of his homies could have been like, man, fuck that. Battle over, event over, and could have really went at Cortez.
Even if B-Dot is level-headed, my nigga, at certain times when it comes to gangbanging shit, it's just certain shit you can't stop. Like, it don't matter, like, how much of a factor you are in your hood. It's just certain niggas from your hood that you really not going to be able to stop if they just start tripping. So, really, you got to watch that type of shit. Like, Cortez really could have got hurt. Like, he don't even know. I was talking to one of his homeboys, and he was telling me, like, he told him he can't do that shit. Like, for real. That shit not cool, bro.
Yeah, nah, when I watched that live, man, as soon as I seen that, I was like, man, this shit about to go left. And I kind of seen Beat, I was like, man, stop playing. They was kind of laughing it off, but at the same time, it's like, nah, it's still real. Because you never know how somebody may take that. Like, everybody in your entourage could be cool, but this one dude could take it sideways. And then after the battle, or even during the battle, it's like, okay, I'm on your line. And I feel like, honestly, that's one of the biggest reasons we've never really been able to build in the West as far as battle rap until recently, like the last really few years, because people have finally started saying, okay, look, keep the personals out. We all got bars. You know what I'm saying? We all could rap. We all could go ahead and do this. And then if we, really start putting on, we could really start running this battle rap shit. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of talent out here on the West, and, I'm glad now that it's starting to really develop and really starting to be shown, but the personal side, man, it's certain things you just cannot say. And I feel like battlers do it for the shock value, but it's like, is it worth your life? Because out in the East Coast, you can do that because, like, I don't want to get all historical and everything, but gangbanging out here, we're almost in our fourth generation. Like, we're in our third generation right now. Like, people had grandparents that was gangbanging. So when gangs first started out here, it wasn't even about what it is now. Gangbanging was really about community and protecting yourselves, because the original gangs here was racist white gangs like the Spook Hunters. So they were trying to protect themselves out here after the Panthers got killed off. So the structure was way different when gangbanging, or gangs in general, first got started for us. Now, when you go into like the 80s, that's when shit really went left, you know what I'm saying? And that's what you see today. But a lot of the shit that other places in the country do, as far as banging, when they be all flamed up or they're wearing all blue, we've already been there, done that in the 80s, 90s. We're not doing that shit right now. Like, we're in a whole different place with that, and a lot of people don't understand. So they think it's okay because where they're at gangbanging, they can say reckless shit and nothing happens to them. And it's like, no, out here it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of different laws and certain things that make it where you can't say certain, you know what I'm saying, or even wear certain things. Like, if you around somebody who's wearing all red or all blue and you kicking it with him, you going with him. You know what I'm saying? It's like them all-in laws. So, like, gangbanging out here, it's different now. I call it, it's more refined now than what it was. And a lot of people in different places in the country don't understand that. And they think because it's battle rap, they could just be all extra. And it's like, people out here ain't even, like, all extra like that at all.
No.
Man, I totally get what the brother said, because he said that basically if you were to say that to somebody in the streets and it has no crowd around you and nobody's battling, don't say it in a battle. I totally agree with him 100% on that. You know what I mean? Like, bringing up public knowledge and information, like if somebody get punched on camera and then you battle Okay, that's fine. You dig what I'm saying? But I seen a battle where a dude was imitating the battler's mother that got cremated, and he threw ashes in the nigga's face. I was like, battle over. Who's gonna die right now? Like. I'm all about European empowerment, but the nigga side came out and be like, who's going to die? You feel me? And I kind of wanted to see something bad happen because that's some bullshit. Don't sit there and...
Facts.
Well, I think, I think...
if that would, I promise you, nigga is not going to get that far doing some shit like that to me. Like, you're not out. The battle it's a wrap. It's done, my nigga. I don't give a fuck how much they paying me, what venue we in, what I promised, what contract I signed, anything like that happened. You talk about my dad, my mom's, because my mom's passed away when I was 4 years old, bro. So, like, that's one thing I do not play. Don't like, I might even be cool during the battle, but after that battle, I'm going to fuck you up. Like, I'm going to fuck you up. It's just a matter of when it's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't do the personals are kind of like, for me, personals are like, I don't do the kid personals. I hate that shit. I really hate that shit. Don't talk about my mom or any of my dead relatives. Other than that, everything is up for grabs. And except for the gangbanging shit, because I don't want you coming to my face talking about Sue Woo, blood, all this other stuff. I can do without that, because I deal with that on my daily life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
I'm from
personal.
I don't gang bang none of that shit. Like, but I got family from down there, every hood in LA, so I know how all that shit goes. So it's like, as far as the gang banging shit, like, that's not. I don't be worried about neither saying cuz or blood, or because I hear all that shit, groove, blood. I hear all that shit 24/7. You feel me? So that's nothing. It's just, my main thing is the dead relatives thing. Like that, I feel like that shit, like that's just a no go. Like, especially if it's like your moms or your pops or some shit like that. Like, you shouldn't even cross that line, bro, because you're not finna do that if we ain't battling.
Yeah, somebody.
And you know what it is too.
Me at a battle, everybody would have died. Everybody, I wouldn't give a damn.
Yeah, and you know what it is, man, is that over time, people, like, you have people like Arsenal who are known specifically for disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then you have people who are known for going personal, like Matt Hopper. We already know his famous third round versus Rex. That kind of ignited to a point, even though there were personals before that, but that's almost one of the ones that's highlighted as bringing that element of battle rap to the game when you just started going personal with somebody. And I think now it's a fascination where, well, how far can we take it? Like, we just had a battle with Arsenal and QB, and that went to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? It's like now you're going to see that battle, and then it's just going to keep going further and further and further. And really what it is nobody ever checks these people. It's always buddy-buddy, shaking hands, we're kicking it, all that's going on. Nobody has ever really checked somebody and like, hey, you're not crossing this line, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with, like, Arsenal when he went to the Bay and battled Mr. Fab, he asked Mr. Fab up front, like, hey, you know, what can I say, what can I say? And you know what I'm saying, after he got that, you know, okay, well, no, it's good, go ahead and say what you want. And then we've seen it, and it's like, damn, this dude Arsenal's really saying some out-of-pocket shit. But if the battler doesn't say anything or do anything, then it's almost like, well, wait, what are we going to say? The battler's not even saying anything. You know, so I feel like that's the reason why personals never...
It seemed like the crowd checked Arsenal in that battle, though. Like, after a while, it was like the crowd was like, oh, no, we not fucking with you on that type of shit. But at the end of the day, like, yeah, if I was you got to stop and say some shit like, bro, that, like, stop that, or don't go there, or some shit like that. Or, like, T-Rex, when he battled Danny Myers, not to speak on that, when Danny Myers spoke up on his dead nephew, like, you heard T-Rex, like, watch your mouth. Like, you feel me? Like, chill, like, watch your mouth, bro. Like, he let it know, like, that's like, don't go there. You feel me? Like, straight shit you just got to check, bro.
But did he think? Yeah, did you really think he said? Did you really think he said anything about Rex's nephew?
No. He said you died the same day as your nephew. He said you
bring it up at all.
Yeah, but see, this is my thing with that is like, even with Rex saying like, you know, watch your mouth, you know, for something happens. That's still not like, you're only talking like, I'm not condoning this. I'm not telling somebody, hey, you need to go ahead and fuck up an event or a battle. But it has to be a point where if you go personal with somebody, they have to know
Yeah.
Like, if we had to stop the battle for a second, like, you have to know I'm not playing that shit. Like, if you put something else like that in your round, if you say something else.
Perfect example. When Tay-Rock told K-Shine, suck my dick, and K-Shine snatched him up by his collar like, nigga, you got me fucked up. Like, that was a perfect example right here.
Yeah, the tension in that battle was crazy, because it happened about 2 or 3 times.
Right. Yeah. Hey, shout out K-Shine, my nigga. Shout out K-Shine.
Or the Tay-Rock battle when he battled Rum Nitty, and Rum Nitty had his hat all in his face doing that math and dope shit, and Tay-Rock simply grabbed him by his head, get that shit out my way. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? Like, it invaded my personal space, and you're not even rapping. Like, as much as I love battle rap, when I look at it from a realistic perspective, for real, I don't even like people that close to me. I don't want you breathing near me. Your breath might stink, my nigga. I don't know if you put on deodorant or anything. Don't get that close to me, dog. You feel me? And they just be letting people rap. They spitting in each other's face, screaming in each other's ear, bumping each other, pocket checking.
Hey, look, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, if you watch my battle, like if you watch me versus JP the Uso, JP was bigger than me, so I feel like I had to like be on some like other shit. My bars was hitting, but it seemed like he tried to bully me in the first round, like when he tapped me on my chest, and when he did that, it was like nigga, you think I won't get in your, like, I don't know, I felt challenged at that point. Like, you tapped me on my chest like I'm a little nigga, like, nigga, please, like, I will get in your shit, bro.
Yeah, I definitely, you know, like stuff like that I agree with, like. Yeah, that goes with the territory. I think it's just the verbiage that you use, because there's like Suge, he's known for the pocket tap. You know, you have other people that are known for other things. Rock, you know, he gets all up in your face. Calico's known for bullying people in battles. You know, different people are known for different things and try things. I think that goes with it. It's just what you say that hits home more. But you know, I wanted to ask you, man. You know, I know you had this battle with Elo Stacks coming up. Shout out LA Battlegroundz for putting this fire-ass card together, man. This card's fucking dope. I wanted to ask you, man, if you, like, your hit list, man, like, I've been asking everybody, like, your personal hit list, like, if you could get 3 battles guaranteed to you right now, it doesn't matter, status, name, anything. If there's 3 people right now that you really want to kill after Elo Stacks, who are those 3 people?
Jack the Ripper would definitely be on that list just because he talks so much shit.
He does.
Chess, I would definitely want to battle Chess because I feel like that would be a fire-ass battle. And K-Shine, I think K-Shine would be another one that I think would be that would elevate me, because that like K-Shine is nice. Like he's a demon on stage, so I think that would push me to another level.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, versus Chess. That Chess battle. I like the sound of that, because, and in your battles as well, certain battlers, there's a believability factor that plays a part into your brand and who you are. I believe Chess when he talks about, you know, I had to cut the 2 liters to make a bowl out of, like, you know what I'm saying? I believe that. I'm not gonna front. I had to do that. I've done that before. I think all of us at some point in our life have done something in a struggle, and we listen to Chess, and we're like, man, I done did that shit before. Like, you know, cutting a whole entire fast to make, you know, like, you know what I'm saying, or cutting, like cutting a, you know, make some napkins and, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've all been there, so.
When he was talking about him and his homeboy exchanging clothes, for real, you feel? That's the one that really hit me, for real. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, that's, you're right. The believability factor is definitely there. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely. But
it's not over-exaggerated.
But and still, too, with you, because you also have there's the believability factor with you is crazy. Like, there's not somebody who's just going to look at you and be like, okay, he's just battle rapping. It's a certain feeling that comes with what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? It's not just material. There's a feeling like Geechee. When Geechee raps, there's a certain substance and a feeling you get when he raps. Be that. It's a certain substance that you feel that. It's different. And that West Coast
I forgot about
style,
him.
Yeah, and that West Coast style that y'all are bringing back right now, Ron Compton, he's another one, Dre Vicious, like y'all bringing that West Coast gritty,
shout out Dre,
street gang bang feel, like y'all bringing that feel back to like to us and our side of the coast. Like y'all bringing that right now, man. And that's what I love, man. Because shout out to Danny Meyer, shout out Daylight, Diz, people like that have been putting on the Source. All y'all been putting on for the West, man. Y'all been doing your thing, but the style, like the West Coast feel, it wasn't there per se. It was just more like people from the West who could really battle. Versus now, y'all sound like what the West is about. Y'all sound like that. You know what I'm saying? And it hits you differently. So, I definitely am looking forward to seeing, where you guys take this, man, because y'all are going to be the new wave that takes this West Coast battle scene to that next level.
Yeah, man, I'm a big fan of Jay Vicious too. Jay, shout out to my nigga Jay, man. Dude, he's another one. I was like, I might want to, feel me, get him in the ring one day. But it's a lot of people out here. It's a lot of people on the West, just in LA Battlegrounds period. That's really dope. Like, and I don't know why, but it seems like if you ain't from like URL or New York and shit, and motherfuckers really don't want to give you your credit like that. If you ain't really battled out there, and it's just like a nigga can go on a dry run on the URL, and motherfuckers will still be like, oh, well, he deserves this, or he deserves that, or he's still a big name, or he's still a big name, or anything. Like, somebody from the West can have one bad battle, or might just stumble a little bit in one battle, like, and they'll be talking about, oh, he's on the downward spiral, or he's not that great anymore, and all this type of shit. Like, Columbo was talking about it in the group the other day, and I was listening to it. That's the only thing that we be dealing with out here. Like, it seems like no matter how great we be, it's like motherfuckers don't want to give us our credit, man. And honestly, I feel like now you got a bunch of hungry niggas that's saying, fuck that, we finna take it. There ain't nothing y'all can do about it, period.
Yeah, that's a fact, man, because, like, well, hold on. I wanted to ask him this. Like, with the whole, because I'm hearing you say it, like, do you feel like it's a certain bias, like when they call it the East versus West, and the East Coast has a bias against West artists? Do you feel like that's something that's very prevalent on why certain people don't get certain looks or don't get mentioned? Or do you feel like it's more so a platform, like the league?
Nah, I feel like it's certain. I don't know. I just feel like it's certain people that it's like they pick and choose. Or if you align with somebody from like New York or somebody from that URL platform, or if you suggested by somebody from right there, then if you battled somebody from that platform before, it seems like that's the only way like people to give you your props or give you the looks you want. But it seems like as long as you I can be out here killing motherfuckers all year, and it seems like motherfuckers won't notice like what's going on. Like, I feel like Dre Vicious is underrated than a motherfucker. Like, I feel like he should have way bigger battles by now. Like, dude is dope, and he been doing this shit consistently for a minute. Saint is another one. Like, he's dope as fuck. My young nigga Saint, he been killing shit. And I don't feel like he getting the looks he deserves. Like, I mean, Geechee Gotti is like the biggest one. I feel like that's fine. They finally recognize him now. Like, they starting to recognize. But I mean, Saint been dope. Like, Link too is another one. I feel like a lot of people sleep on. Link he's dope as fuck, and a lot of people don't give him his credit. Like, I don't know, man. Even B-Dot don't get his credit that he deserves. Like, I feel like B-Dot should be able to go to the URL and ask for whoever the fuck he want, period.
That's a fact. That's a fucking fact.
I agree.
Yeah, but that's just URL though, man. They be trying to act different, man. They on some other stuff, man. But
because I honestly feel as though if you buy into the ideology of if it ain't on URL, it don't count, then I can see the biasness that people outside of New York or the tri-state area gets. With me being someone that lives under the Mason-Dixon line, I don't look at things the way that somebody that would be just basically a URL fan. I don't care where you're from. You could be from Pluto. If you're nice, you're nice. You dig what I'm saying? But at the same time, I do agree with you because a lot of people only follow that mantra of if URL don't co-sign it, then it's regular. So I do get what y'all saying as well, but also keep in the back of your mind that it is fans out there that don't look at things from a URL type of bias standpoint.
Yeah, facts. That's facts.
Now
let me ask
that's
you
100. Hey, go ahead.
Hey, Ratchett. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Take you, and 4 other West Coast battlers that you want to take to the East Coast and battle the up-and-comers over there, and what 5 are y'all going to go against?
Great question.
Okay. I would take me, B-Dot, Saint, Geechee, and who would be the fifth? Link. I would say probably Link. That's a good 5 against. I would put B-Dot against somebody like Charlie Clips or something like that. I think that would.
That's too easy. That's too easy.
No, just uppercomers.
You said uppercomers? Oh, uppercomers.
Yeah.
What about what's the boy name? Av. Av is crazy nice right now. Av and B-Dot. I don't know how that would be a crazy conversation. I will put me against New Jersey Twerk. Me and New Jersey Twerk can go at it. That'll be fire.
Yeah,
that'll be fire. That'll be fire.
Dope.
Geechee versus K-Shine. That'll be another dope one. I think will be fire. Geechee Gotti versus K-Shine will be. That would be
take K-Shine out.
Take K-Shine. Oh, uppercomers. Oh, I keep forgetting uppercomers. What about Geechee and what's the name? Chef Trez, is it? Chef Trez? He's just battle rider. Geechee versus.
So is it a New York or thing or just the up and comers on URL? Because we already know Chef Trez is like a Southerner, if I'm not mistaken. So is it New York or just the West Coast versus URL battlers?
The West Coast, Coast versus everybody. Period.
Hey, actually, the East Coast is the down south, and the South is East Coast. So
technically, right.
No, what I'm saying is, I was talking about this the other day. Like the East Coast adopted the South because they're afraid of them. They're threats. They befriended them. They're using them to kill off everybody.
You might get a lot of backlash for that comment, brother.
Look. I'll co-sign what you said because I'm gonna be honest. If you notice something, and if you don't believe there's an East Coast bias towards the West Coast, okay, but we just gonna go ahead and speak facts. Danny Myers went to New York, whooped T-Rex ass for 3 rounds, and they said that Danny lost in the building. And then when he came out on cam, he clearly won. Facts. He just had a battle with Steams, and everybody from that place, which is Steams' hometown, said that Danny Myers got his ass whooped. Now, we haven't even seen the battle yet. There was nobody who could even give an honest depiction or a recap of that battle because you had the entire Brooklyn, which is where he's from, talking about he lost. And that's the only people who have been in these interviews talking.
Well, hold on,
and if you want to look at anybody else, go ahead.
Oh, let me just ask you this. Isn't Rat Grid a West Coast built franchise? Because they were saying that Danny Myers lost to Steams. I'm just saying. Here's gonna be my thing. Here's gonna be my thing. Even if you have something per se that is built out here in the West, and I'm not. Please hear me when I say I'm not shitting on anybody right now. But I gotta speak honestly from a West Coast perspective. We've been out here grinding. Like Ratchett just got through saying, there's so many of us out here who be fucking killing in battles, that be bodying niggas, that be sitting over here putting in so much work. I haven't seen Rap Grid over here talking to people like Ratchett or Dre Vicious. I mean, B-Dot gets his love because B-Dot done went viral. I don't see these cats out here. I don't see BattleRap.com. I don't see these people. Like, and this is just my perspective. I could be wrong, but this is my perspective. I don't see these cats over here talking to Link and putting Link up there with some of these PGs like Ryder. Like, what is the difference between somebody like Ryder and somebody like Link or somebody like Dre Vicious? Like, those dudes are all just as talented as them. Why are they not getting talked about? And you can't say, well, they're on a smaller league. LA Battlegroundz has been known ever since B-Dot and Danny really gave it that push forward to go ahead and get everybody's attention to let them know we're a reputable league. So there's no excuse to say that you don't know battles out here are happening or the battlers are over here putting in work. You can't say that.
You cannot say that. We just had a KOTD card with West Coast battlers predominantly on this card, and every single battle was fire. Everybody put on.
Mm-hmm.
Every single person put on. Just coming from a West Coast perspective, it's too many things that you can connect the dot to show that there is a certain bias towards us out here because we are just as talented, if not more talented, than them out there. I mean, you can when you say,
hey, go ahead, finish up.
No, go ahead, Nico, go ahead.
No, I was gonna bring it to back to Ratchett because I know we started talking about this, but when he was talking about Geechee going against a certain person, he said like Chef Trez. If we were to keep it New York, I was gonna ask him, would Geechee versus somebody like Snake Eyes? Would that be a battle that you would want to see?
That would be good, but I'll give that to Geechee. I would give that to Geechee.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think Geechee will take that, if not 3-0-2-1 for sure. I agree. But the thing is, I would want to see him against somebody I know is dope. Like Chef both of them dudes, Chef Trez and Ryder is both of them niggas is dope. But Chef Trez is just, I feel like he's a little bit more. I don't know. I think his shit is more his shit is more organized, better the way he set his shit up and do his shit. And then against somebody like Geechee Gotti, his shit is like the same way, like not the same way as his. It's different, but his shit is well organized and well thought out, well put together. You feel me? So I feel like that would be crazy to see them two go at it. I feel like that would be a dope ass battle. That's just my opinion.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Okay, so that's three. That's three right there. Plus you and one more.
No, you go ahead. Yeah, because I do want to hit the rest of your list, but I got a question for you at the.
I have Link, right? Link and who would Link? I think Link probably would match up good with
Ryder.
I gotta think. Not Ryder. That would be dope too, because Link know how to pick angles and shit and take angles, and he know how to. You feel me? He just know how to attack certain shit, and I feel like that would probably, I don't know, but Ryder got punched though. His punches is crazy, like, so I don't know. That would probably be a super debatable battle right there. Because Link ain't no joke, man. Especially when he get focused and shit. Like when he really want to battle you, like what he just did to Fly King was fucking. That was abuse. Like he whooped Fly King ass. Like I don't care what nobody say. I was in the building and I seen it from my own eyes. Like he whooped Fly King's ass. Period. Like I don't. So it's you can't just match. I wouldn't just match him up with anybody. I would match him up with somebody I feel like would be dope enough. Like what's the dude that's battling Jersey Twerk? Bleezy, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like dude, he's underrated. So I think his punches is dope. Like I think him and Link will probably be a good match. I'm speaking on all the new people that's coming up that's really already, you feel me, like known a little bit.
Right.
And me, y'all already know me in New Jersey Twerk. I feel like that'll be crazy.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and one thing too with everybody that you name, basically everybody that you name, if you notice, everybody has their own original style. There's nobody who sounds like another person. And that's what I'm noticing more and more now with this new wave of new battlers. Like, we're getting away from bars, like just bar people who are just going to come and bar you, and we're getting more into styles, and we're getting more into the originality of it. So, I definitely feel like a card like that would definitely be crazy. I really do feel like that would be a crazy card.
I think what would be a dope card on the West Coast would be Black Market versus Crack City.
Yeah, I gotta see
Market
that. I gotta see that now.
Death certificate.
Oh man,
that'll be.
Bring my man Active back out. I fucks with Active heavy for real, man.
That's my nigga. Shout out Active. That's my nigga. Me and him. Y'all gonna see me and him in the ring. I don't know when, but we already, like, before I even started battling for LA Battlegroundz, me and Active was talking about battling. So y'all definitely gonna see me and him get in the ring. I just don't know when. But that's my nigga though. Shout out to Active though.
Yeah. Brother
Yeah,
Greg,
man, no doubt.
you gonna ask him a question a minute ago, man. What were you gonna ask?
Oh yeah, I was just want to ask you because I always like asking battlers this, especially that's kind of relevant, relatively new to the scene. What veteran would you want to just rip their head off for real, or considered veteran? Besides K-Shine, because you did bring K-Shine for real. So I mean, just let him know this nigga be getting over just because of his name. He ain't that nice, and I'm gonna show you.
Shotgun Suge. Shotgun Suge. I feel like I would. Suge is not that nice, bro. Like honestly, he's really not. He be saying I'm gonna keep it G. When he battled, who was that? He battled. Not Charlie Clips. He battled somebody else before Clips.
T-Top.
I can't. T-Top. Yeah, him and T-Top. That was probably like the best Suge I've seen. Suge was on his shit, but like he done lost a lot of battles. Like Calico beat him a lot. Like I can't even name. A lot of people didn't beat Suge, and I feel like he's getting over because he had. You said what?
You got Hitman beat him?
Hell yeah, I got Hitman beat him.
Hitman dropped 30 on him.
Hitman dropped 30 on that nigga easy. That's what I'm saying. Like, Suge he's not even that hard to beat. Like, he all right, he cool, but I will fuck Suge up, bro, like bad. Like, he don't even...
You know what it is with Suge though? It's what we were talking about earlier, is that other shit that comes in battles when you're in somebody's face or you're looking like you're trying to bully somebody. You know what I'm saying? That little aggression that you show, that goes over well with fans when they're watching a battle because it keeps them entertained. But if you're talking about just material and what you're actually saying, he wouldn't be one of the...
when you think about it, certain people he didn't do that shit to. Like, it was certain people he didn't, like Tall T, he didn't do that shit. Rest in peace, Tall T. He didn't do that shit to Tall T. Like, when they battled, he did not do that shit to Tall T. Him and Briz.
But hold on, I do want to throw this out there because a lot of people say that Suge has basically flourished and got better since, you know what I mean, since like 2012, 13, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of his, Suge did used to lose a lot. In my opinion, he lost to Hollywood. A lot of people think that he won that battle. I mean, his whole second round was Juice movie references. You feel me? Yeah. And the best Suge I say was probably against Saga. A lot of people overlooked that battle. He fucked Saga up on the low.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So overall, Suge, you're right though. Suge did lose a lot of battles. He just lost to Eat Ness.
Oh my God!
He lost to Eat Ness, and he lost to Saga. I'm not about to let that bar get off. He lost to Saga because if you're supposed to be this big bully, you're supposed to be this big crip, and you over here letting a Christian get you emotional in a round where you're over here talking to smack and talking to other people, and he's over there getting you emotional like that, you done lost that round, bro. And he already whipped your ass the round before that. So I had Saga winning that one because there's no way you're going to let somebody who you are sitting over here talking about is not a threat, you're this much better than, but you're going to let him get you emotional in a round? Like, nah, that shit counts with me. You can't be sitting over here letting somebody who you've been talking about is not a threat to you and isn't going to say anything to you, can't talk to you, but then you getting emotional to the point where you're looking at smack like, oh, you been cheating me out of money, nigga? Like, nah, you can't. Nah, that visual was just too. For me personally, that visual was just too much to get past. I'm like, nah, this Christian done talk to you. Nah.
What was the
last? I will admit, he was bullying him.
What was the last battle Suge won anyway? I can't remember.
The last battle he won?
He beat
no.
Surf.
No.
Well, he beat Surf off of technicalities, pretty much for real.
Yeah, I still think Surf's short second round was better than his full second round. Way better.
I actually agree with you. The only reason I'm giving it a battle is off of just technicalities, pretty much, because these are unwritten laws in battle rap where if you choke, you automatically lose a round, which I don't agree with, but that's just the unwritten law that the majority feels.
Why not? So why don't you agree with that?
Well, okay.
I mean,
Wait, think about when Charlie Clips Charlie Clips battled Loaded Lux, and he was in the second round. He got booed, and not only did he damn near got booed all in the second round, and they still said he won. Like,
oh, you talking about the third round when after Lux exposed him?
No,
yeah, the last round.
At the end of the second, he got round. He got booed too.
Oh because he ended weak. Yeah.
Yeah, so they booed him too, and they were still saying.
Right, in the crowd, they were saying they were chanting 3-0 and all that other stuff. I remember that because I watched it.
But they was just booing him though. But they was just booing him. So
yeah, but see, my thing with the choking, and this is just my thing because like I said, I've been watching since the early '90s as a kid. I know y'all been watching battle rap forever too, right? The old rules back in the day, money on the table. If you stumbled or choked, you lose. You lost the battle. Nowadays, we're being, kind. We're saying, okay, it's just a round. But back then, especially remember Fight Club, you choke or stumble, that's it. Mm-hmm. You done. You lost the battle. So that's where that whole, if you choke, you lose the round. That's where that comes from.
But it's so much conflict as far as choking because, just like you said, Nico, Surf Material was better than Suge's, even though he jerseyed his way out of the second round. You dig what I'm saying? He clearly won the first. In the second round, his material was better. He just didn't rap as long. And you could tell that he just choked. Like, in my opinion, Surf Material was better when he battled Calico, once again, that he jerseyed out. But the unwritten laws in battle rap is if you choke, you automatically lose. I mean, because to this day, I still don't think that Goods beat Hitman either, even though that was a very epic choke as well. So it kind of boils down to who you're talking to and having these conversations with, you feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of these things aren't, like, documented as facts. It's not a sport where the person that scores more points automatically wins and you can dictate just off of the points that they put on, that they tallied up. It just goes on how you feel or who you feel as though we're saying the better shit.
Yeah.
Now,
that's a fact.
The concept is Suge beat Surf. But why did Suge beat Surf? That's the question you have to ask. Why do people think Suge beat Surf? It is because everybody will say, well, Surf choked. But you ask who had the better material, everybody would say Surf. So did he really lose, or he lost off of technicality and Surf?
No, I think Surf won that battle, man. Like Suge wasn't. That's what I'm saying. Suge is not that exciting. If you watch all his battles, he's saying the same shit a different way every year. It's the same shit, just a different way. Like he's not. Right. He's not that exciting. Like, he's not really all that exciting when he battles. And I feel like that's what happened with a lot of these niggas. They get up there and motherfuckers start telling them they hot shit and they dope and they all this and they like start losing that drive. Like they start losing a passion for it. They're like, oh well, I can just say this and they gonna rock with me anyway because they fuck with me. Mm-hmm. I think that's the mistake that Tay-Rock made against Rum Nitty. Like.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you something with in regards to like URL, because there's this whole stigma in battle rap where if it isn't on this platform, it doesn't count. And I know we're out here grinding. We got LA Battlegroundz, you have A-Hat, the Riot. You know what I'm saying? You got leagues in the Midwest, you got leagues in the South. There's other leagues in New York. You have KOTD that goes everywhere. But they always have this one stigma where it's like, if it's not here, it doesn't count. Do you agree with that, or do you feel like that's just another bias that people over there had created?
Fuck no. I feel like that's another bias for the simple fact, Charlie Clips lost to Immaculate on King of the Dot. Just because he's on URL, nigga, you still lost to Immaculate. That L still gonna follow you. But it seems like motherfuckers on URL I don't know, they'll try. I guess that's like part of their branding to make them bigger than what they are or to keep their name alive. I mean, you got to give Smack his props from starting this shit, like doing it from the beginning and all that type of shit. But at the end of the day, like, don't discredit everybody else that's trying to do, like you was at this point once in your career. Like, this is where you started at. So just like you got that big, don't mean like, oh, okay, well, they getting big, but they ain't me, so they don't matter. Nah, bro.
I agree. I mean, and me and Nico, we had this conversation plenty of times for real. Smack came up with a slogan, and he got people to buy into the concept that if it's not on URL, it doesn't count. Like, I mean, when you keep saying something over and over and over again, certain people will start believing it. Just like when Lil Wayne said he's the best rapper alive. After a while, people really just started saying he's the best rapper alive because he said it. That's the same thing with URL. URL just constantly saying if it's not over here, it doesn't count. We're the NBA, such and such, blah, blah, blah. You can't copy respect. All of this, that, and third. Even though other leagues can put out better battles, have doper artists, doper events, cameramen, everything, doper crowds. But it's going to be a large group of people that feel as though if it's not on URL, it doesn't count. And those are the people that you have to ignore when you get into a debate talking about battle rap for real, because he got tunnel vision.
Yeah, that's facts.
Hey, I have a question. Since, I throughout the years, I know West Coast and the Midwest kind of are like the New York and down south, right? So have y'all ever, wanted to come down, to, I know Kansas City, where I'm from, we have the Connects, and then St. Louis, they have their battle league. Have you ever want to come to the Midwest and do something, especially with Kansas City? I mean, Kansas City is more, everybody from the West pretty much generates to Kansas City more than any other Midwest cities. Have you ever wanted to come down here and battle? Did you know there was battle league down here?
I'm willing to go anywhere in battle, bro. As long as if the stipulations is right, if it's a good opponent and the pay is right, I'm willing to go anywhere, bro. I will battle anybody on any league. It really don't matter. I didn't know Kansas. I didn't know that they had one down there, but shit, if I need to go research some shit and see who they got out there, because I mean, I will go anywhere to battle anybody. I mean, it really don't matter as long as everything is beneficial to everybody participating. Then I'm good.
You know who Marasha is?
Who?
Marasha.
Nah.
She from Kansas City. A Ward. You heard of A Ward?
Yeah, I heard of A Ward.
That new white boy. He from Kansas City. We have a lot of Kansas City uppercomers, man. So yeah, we got it coming up here on. Yeah. So check that out, man.
Want to see it, man.
It's called the Connects Kansas City Battle Rap.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I definitely want to see you against people in other spots of the country and whatnot. So I wanted to get into right now, man. Right before we started this, man, we had to face off with you and Elo, man. I know y'all battle, man. That's gonna be a dope one, man. I wanted to ask you, man, what are your feelings, on your battle with Elo, and then also what other battles on this card are you most looking forward to?
As far as me and Elo, I'm finna fuck Elo up. Like, I hope he's gonna regret this, because I already know, like, my rounds is gonna be dummy fire. I'm just now finishing up my last third, and when I really take my time and do shit, like, I really want to kill Elo because he asked for this. And then for me, I feel like it's like I have to win anyway, because everybody expected me to. A lot of people is expecting me to beat him. So if he beat me, it's gonna be more dramatic than me beating him. You feel me? So I have to whoop his ass in this battle. And as far as the other ones go, I'm looking forward to see Geechee Gotti versus Saint. That's like the main one I want to see. Shout out my nigga Saint. I want to see that for sure. And the Yak the River versus Saint. I'm sorry. And Geechee Gotti versus Link. Those like the main two I want to see. Those are the main two. Shout out my bro Demigod too on the card against RA. Oh, no, is he battling RA or is he battling No, he's not battling. He's battling somebody else, but I can't remember the whole entire card at this moment. But the ones that I'm really looking forward to seeing is the Yak versus Saint, Geechee versus Link, and Strick versus Young Cannon. Those three right there, I know is gonna be fucking ridiculous.
Definitely. So I wanted to ask you this because I know you're one of the newer battlers to the scene right now. When you were, coming up and you were watching battle rap, just as a fan, who were some of your favorite battlers that when you watched them, you're like, man, hold up, I got to do this shit? Like, who are some of the people who influenced you?
B Magic, K Shine, Calico, Hitman. I watched everybody. Lux. Like those are like the main one. Even not as far Reed Dollars when he was back in the day. It's been a lot. It's been a lot of even T-Rex back. T-Rex. I used to watch him a lot.
Yeah.
Like anybody that basically was around back in the day, I was watching. My favorite was always Lux though. Like Lux was like he was one of the ones that gave me that feeling like nigga I can really fuck somebody up on stage with the shit I be saying.
Was it Gray Hoodie Lux or was it Lux?
It was the Gray Hoodie Lux. No, it was the Gray Hoodie Lux in the store whipping what's his name? Young Miles.
Miles.
Yeah. When he whooped on boy, that was a cold ass whooping. That was a cold ass whooping. Were
you a big Mook fan?
Oh, man, I know a lot of people gonna hate me for saying this, bruh. But Mook is very, very overrated to me. No.
Thank you.
No.
Yeah, thank you.
No. Okay. Nah, man, I feel like he's overrated to me, bro. I feel like he's very overrated. I don't know. I feel like he's not. I feel like he's dope, but he's not battling people that I want. Like our people I feel like can probably challenge him. Like I feel like Surf will give him a run for his money. I feel like Charlie Clips will give him a run for his money. Howler will give him a run. Like these are people that we want to see you battle, and you not battling. Like I don't. That's the only problem I have with Mook is I want to see you on a consistent basis. Even Luck started battling more, So it's like, niggas just want to see more of Mook. You feel me? That's just how I feel. We just want to see more of you, man.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. So I was gonna ask you too. Seeing like how you've been watching battle rap forever, man. You done seen how this thing has evolved, and you've seen kind of the people who pioneered and whatnot. If you had to give a list, a Mount Rushmore list of 4 people, the most influential people for the current state of battle rap right now, who would those 4 people be?
For the current state in battle rap, I would say, from the beginning, it'll probably be Lux, Arsenal. Damn, this is a hard one. Even though I'm saying he overrated, I gotta put Mook up there because he did have a big influence over battle rap. And I think Serious Jones was another person who had a real big impact. This is as far as beginning battle rap goes. Like when it first started, like these was people that everybody knew. Like everybody knew who Lux, Mook, Serious Jones, and and Arsenal was. Everybody knew who these people was, and they was like the biggest names in battle rap at the beginning. Is what I feel. I mean, of course, they got overshadowed over time, but in the beginning, when I first started watching battle rap, everybody knew who these niggas was. So I gotta give them. Yeah, I gotta give them that.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. And the one thing with the Mount Rushmore, and we've been talking about this as well. Any list that you have could be a good list. Because there's people like if you had a list, say if you had Averb for Midwest Movement, if you put Conceited on there for the wordplay to slow it down, how people right now are all using his style, how he's been got people on Wildin' Out, how he's getting people who don't watch battle rap to watch, what I'm saying? Like he's bringing a whole different audience in now. If you put Verb, Conceited, if you said somebody like Rex, like if you said, well, Rex never left and he put in work for years. When Mook wasn't here, when Lux wasn't here, we had Rex. and he never left us and gave us classic performance. If you put Rex on there, and then say if somebody was like, well, I want to put somebody like Disaster on there. Like Disaster has battled every person. Like he's probably battled old people in like fucking another country, you know, grandparents,
right.
just to battle. Like he done battled everybody like known to mankind, and he's been putting on for an entire coast that didn't really have too much of anybody over here. You know what I'm saying? Even though we did have people, but he was the most noticeable one. Like he was holding out an entire coast.
You have to throw in the fact that he has classic battles as well, because there's a lot of battle rappers that battle everybody. But how many classics do they have for real? Disaster has a lot of classic battles. We'll give him that.
Yes, that. And the fact that he battled Cannabis, that was big for battle rap when he battled Cannabis. When he battled Cassidy a couple years ago, that was big because, you know, Cassidy his name still rings within the hip-hop community. Even if battle rap fans want to say Cassidy's past his prime, he's not what he used to be. But prime Cassidy was somebody that everybody in the world feared and was the most respected battle rapper out there. He says he's 5,001-0, and all 5,000 of those people have never said he's lost. There's not one person to say he's lost. Not one. And he was getting people thrown at him left and right.
Yeah, I feel like he took an L, though, in that one video where Loaded Lex started rapping and he walked off. Loaded Lex didn't even start rapping. Loaded Lex just walked up and he just walked off. Like, I feel like he should have stayed and rapped. He took an L in that video. I'm sorry. I'm just throwing that out there.
What do you call himself? Mr. Chicken. It'd be like, man, they ain't had a chicken, man. I ain't battling him, man. I ain't battle for free, man. It's the hustler, man. What you talking about, man?
I mean, I know a lot of.
Nah, but you know, now I'm just saying, you know, with the whole Mount Rushmore, it's like even if somebody said you want to put Cassidy on there, like I think we all remember when Cassidy battled Freeway. Like I know a lot of people who that was probably their first taste of battle rap. Like when they seen that body, man, they're like, oh my god, hold it. Like you know what I'm saying? He was holding it down for years by himself, really, because nobody was really had a name to really garner that type of attention for battle rap.
Yeah,
then if you said, like, there's people who think that Marv, if you put Marv 1 on there, you know, way back in the day, how he was doing it. Even somebody like Hollow the Don, who has battled in every single era and is considered the GOAT by some people. Some people think he's the best ever. He's battled Lex. He's battled Joe Budden, which was big for the culture. You know what I'm saying? He's probably, as far as talent, the best overall battler because he does everything. He may not be the best at one thing, but he does everything. You know what I'm saying? So, it like that list, that Mount Rushmore, you can have any four, and somebody could argue that it's good.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Even if you wanted to do like a Mount Rushmore with the new cast, it'll be you could pick. It'll be a lot of big pool to pick from. If you wanted to pick from the new generation, it's just, man, there's so many people right now that's battle rapping grew into something big now, and it's like, I'm just glad to be a part of this shit right now, man. That's all. I'm just glad to be throwing my name in there.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: What do you do to make sure that you as a battle rapper differentiate yourself from other battle rappers?
Just keep doing what I've been doing. Stay me. I mean, when I write, this is how I feel. This is just, I only write what I know. You feel me? So as long as I'm still living, I can only write what I know. I'm not gonna try to switch it up for this crowd or switch it up for that crowd. I'm just gonna stay me. At the end of the day, nobody can say I changed no matter what.
Take me for who I am. That's facts.
That's a fact, man. I was gonna ask you, I was gonna get this last question here, man, before we get out of here. But I wanted to ask you, man, because we got all these talented people out here in the West, yourself included. So if we had to rank top 5 in the West right now, who are your top 5, including yourself? You can put yourself on that list as well. Who would be your top 5 in the West right now?
So my number one would be B-Dot, of course. Rum Nitty, Danny Myers, Geechee, Dre Vicious. That's 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 5. Yeah, that's 5. Dre Vicious will have to go on that list. That would probably be my top 5 right there.
What?
Not including myself, of course. I'm in there somewhere, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just throwing other names out there.
I'm listening to all them names. I'm in my head. I'm visualizing potential battles like Danny Myers. You know, he's never gonna cheat the fans. He comes with 3 rounds of fire every single time.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Geechee's another one. I mean,
B-Dot, Trey.
There's a lot of battles right there, man. Potential, but that'll be fire between you and them, man. The West has so much talent, man. It's like I don't understand how people can't like. It's just way too much talent here, man. Like if we put that 5 right there, if you put the 5 newcomers right now on the PGs right now, they would run through it. They would need one battle, and then you're on Born Legacy. Like there's so, like Link is another one. Like there's so much talent out here, man.
Link is fucking dope, man. Link is so fucking underrated, man. I think motherfuckers need to pay more attention to Link, man. Dude, he like the way he crafts his shit is crazy, man. Like I don't feel like my bro get enough credit for the shit he do, man. Like, shout out to my nigga Link, Black Market, man.
Sweet. Yeah, that's real shit. Cause yeah, that battle with him and Fly King, like. Yeah, when I was watching that, I've seen him a few times before that as well. Like I've been watching all you guys since you very first got your start, and it's like to see the progression with him. It's like, damn, like I can't wait to see that Link versus Geechee. Like that's another battle that has a lot of potential.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I heard 2 of his rounds already for Geechee. Man, just hold on to your seats, bro. Hold on to your seats.
Potential
Link is not. Oh my God! Oh my God! That's all I can say.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that, man. Both of them brothers, you know, they doing their thing. All you guys doing your thing, man. Like I said, LA Battlegroundz putting on with this upcoming card, LABEEF3, April 15th. Y'all make sure you get your tickets for that. Be there to witness that, man. That's gonna be a crazy, crazy card. But you know, man, I wanted to. You know, once again, man, I wanted to tell you, man, I really appreciate you, you know, coming through, you know, talking with us and whatnot, man. You know, at this time, man, I wanted to give you, you know, these last few minutes to go ahead and do any shout-outs, you know, that you may have to plug, like, you know, any upcoming battles, your music, if you're doing music or anything like that. I'll let these last few minutes be all you.
Oh, yeah, man, April 15th, man. Ratchett versus Elo, I'm finna body this boy, man. This shit is gonna be crazy. I know y'all want to see an ass whooping. Y'all gotta come check this out. Also, I'm probably be working on some music this summer. I got a mixtape I'm working on called First Impression. If y'all need to find me on Instagram, Lil Ratchett 420, 2 T's at the end of Ratchett, Lil Ratchett 420. That's my Instagram, Facebook, all that. Anything you need to find me on is Lil Ratchett 420. Snapchat, everything else. Shout out to the Black Market. Shout out to my brother, Fat Boy, R.I.P. Will Milton, R.I.P. Jamari. Feel me? Shout out to my whole family, to my son right here. Shout out to LABG for having me. Shout out to LABG for having me and putting me on this card, man. Shout out to Trav and them for having faith in me, man. Just come check us out, though. Airliner Nightclub, April 15th. It's going to be nasty.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. Real talk. Well, you know, once again, man, appreciate you coming on, and we definitely gonna get you back up here soon, man. Probably, you know, before that event, you know, really takes place, and you know, we kind of talk about, you know, how everything's looking. You know, get your predictions on, you know, some more of the battles and whatnot.
No problem, no problem. You got my number. Hit me, man. I appreciate you for having me. Anytime you want me, I'm available.
Yeah, 100, man. I appreciate you.
All right, bro. Y'all have a good one.
Man, you too, brother. Salute, man.
All right.
Right on.